Welcome to Gourmet to Stay, episode 7. Social distancing means no haircuts, and that's why I'm starting to look like Wolverine. This week we're going to take a look at a French-Canadian favorite, Poutine.
Delectable cheese curds, melted atop crunchy potatoes, with a gravy that will make your knees quiver. Taste it.
Now, I'm originally from Maryland, so I have to go with crab on this one. I'm going to alter an old family crab dip recipe into the gravy for our poutine. Now make yourself some room because this week's dish is extra rich. Now let's get cooking.
Now we're going to want to start this dish with high quality fries. It is the literal foundation of this dish. Russet potatoes are perfect for French fries with that nice shape, high starch content, and a wonderful fluffy texture when you're done the frying process. When you're done cutting, you're going to want to store them in room temperature water just to wash off some extra starch and keep them from going brown until you're ready to fry. The crab dip topping begins with this gorgeous lump crab meat bought at your local store, but you know me, I'm not going to take the easy route. We're going to be getting our crab meat straight from the source. I prefer steaming my crabs because I feel like when you do a boil, you lose a lot of that flavor into the water. I'll just check in with Thelma while these crabs cool off enough for me to handle them. To pick a crab, it's really easy. You just need a butter knife. You remove the flap in the back, pry open the shell, and then you're going to want to remove the lungs and any of that nasty stuff in the middle that can discolor our crab meat. You're going to want to remove all the legs from the base, and if you're super lucky, you'll get a real nice piece of meat like that. Cut each side of the crab horizontally, and then just slip your finger in between the cartilage to pull out the meat. When dealing with the claws, just use the palm of your hand to whack it with that knife and crack them open. Each crab will yield about 2 to 3 ounces of crab meat, claw for scale. And now we can start on the base of our crab dip. If you'd like to make just a standalone crab dip, I'll leave the recipe in the description. But we're going to turn this one into more of a gravy texture for our poutine. Now when you add the crab meat in, be very gentle because you don't want to break that up. And while we simmer this on low, we can get started with our French fries. Now we're going to be double frying these French fries, and that's going to give you the ideal texture. The first fry is on a lower temperature, just so you get a nice fluffy, fully cooked inside. Now this is the exact look that you're going for. You want very light but fully cooked. The ones on the left will actually burn and be dense if you go for a second time on those. The second fry is designed to get that crunchy outside that you love so much. Look at the final product. Give them a toss and then we're ready to put this together. We're using Wisconsin cheddar cheese curds instead of white because it just goes better with this crab. We'll use some of that lump crab meat we bought just to not put it to waste, and a little green onion for color. Just look at that creamy, salty goodness. These fries are super crunchy. I barely even got to eat any because my wife and mother-in-law devoured it so fast. At least Thelma got to try some. That's a dish sure to impress, but what would you like to see in the future?